Well, hello there, everybody. So here's my Borderlands 2 video. As you can see, I currently have a character made. Actually, I have 3 made. Obviously, I've put the most time into my Gunzerker. Excuse me, sorry about that. Not entirely sure which character I want to play. So what I'm going to do is, sorry, I'm just checking all my sounds. Yeah, that should be good. I should have all this off camera. So yeah, this Psycho is a game mode that I'm kind of testing out, and it's where if I can go down, but if I die and fight for my life, then that's it. Game over. You have to delete the character. At least for normal Vault Hunter mode. When I get into True or Ultimate, that's completely different game because you're almost expected to die. Especially in Ultimate Vault Hunter mode. I don't know how you would do that. I also have all of the downloadable content for Borderlands 2, so I'll probably be playing through everything in True Vault Hunter mode in progression. As far as which character I'm going to play, there's 6 of them. I'm just going to do a random number generator, 1 through 6. Going down the list, 1 being Commando, 6 being Psycho. Sorry, I'm pulling up a random number generator on my phone. 1 through 6 generate. I got 5, so it appears that I will be playing a Necromancer for this playthrough. So yeah, let's go. Let's start a new game.
So, you want to hear another story, huh? One where the very fate of Pandora hangs in the balance. If not, too bad. I'm telling you anyway. First, there was the Vault. An alien prison.
So obviously this game's been out for a little while.
The warriors who opened it, the Vault was
I will be
container of tentacles and disappointment.
starting Borderlands 3 probably as soon as that comes out.
Certain that the Vault held no
For now, I'll
treasure at
continue
all.
uploading Borderlands 2
They
until that
were
happens.
wrong. The Vault's opening triggered the growth of iridium, a priceless alien element. Soon, the rare and valuable mineral emerged all across Pandora. Its appearance attracted many, including the Hyperion Corporation.
Originally, I was
Pandora to mine iridium and bring order to the savage.
not a huge fan of the
Their excavations
style of this game,
uncovered evidence
but
of
after
an even greater
a while, I really did start to enjoy the cel-shaded graphics.
to use its power to civilize
And
the
I had,
Borderlands once and for all.
I've had put so many hours in this. I have this on my Xbox as well. I have an Xbox One, and I've made my friends play this game, and I should turn off Steam notifications when I'm playing Steam games. I'll figure out how to do that and fix that. I apologize.
Some would call them adventurers. Others call them fools. But I call them Vault Hunters. Our story begins with them, and with a man named Handsome Jack.
So I don't know if I'm going to try and play this without dying. I might. It can be a lot sometimes. Last time I ended up downing myself with a grenade on my playthrough on my Xbox. Or killed myself with a grenade, and after I had killed all of the bad guys in the area. And that was just upsetting, I'll be honest, because I had just gotten a Legendary 2 and I had to delete the character. I don't know what the best character for this type of challenge would be. Simply because I know Gunzerker is supposedly the most overpowered once you get all the skill trees done. but I know there's also some pretty good skill trees for Zero. I have a buddy who can pretty much one-shot bunker anytime. And if you haven't seen this game before, you'll know what I mean when we get there. I mean, if you haven't seen this game, I'm not super worried about spoilers because this game's like 5 years old. But, yeah. I also have Borderlands 1 and the Borderlands pre-sequel. So if you guys are interested in me posting those, I can do that as well. I figured I'm playing on keyboard and mouse, in case you couldn't see my mouse cursor. I figured I'd let this intro play just because not everybody's seen it. Although this music is pretty solid, not gonna lie. So yeah, here it kind of shows off everybody's skill trees. So Commando can throw a turret, which I probably said that wrong because I always say that word wrong. Maya is a siren. She has a phase lock ability, which can put them up into a ball. Salvador can Gunzerk, which means he can dual wield any 2 weapons. I've dual wielded 2 legendary rocket launchers before. It's interesting to say the least. And then Zero has a hologram type of thing where he casts a hologram and he goes invisible, and it shows him where the crit zones are for the different people. And then Krieg, or the Psycho, he can go into a Buzz Axe Rampage, which can actually late game be super good. I had a buddy who played him, and he got late game, and he was the tank.
But you're not. Welcome to Pandora, kiddos.
Boom. And then Necromancer, who I am, can call in Deathclaw? No, not Deathclaw. That's Fallout. What is her Death Trap? That's the name of her little robot. So, keeping it real. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the normal gauge. I'm gonna go with the red, maybe. Hold on. Actually, I like the green. We're gonna go with Ready, Steady, Go. We're gonna confirm the character. Also, I will say, Claptrap, this little robot boy right here,
Another dead Vault Hunter.
potentially one of the most annoying NPCs ever created. And I know that's an unpopular opinion,
You're not
but
dead. Yes! Now I can get off this glacier. Claptrap, your metaphorical ship has finally come in. Allow me to introduce myself. I am a CL4P TP steward bot, but my friends call me Claptrap. Or they would if any of them were still alive, or had existed in the first place. Oh, I've got something for you. Here, take this echo communicator that I totally didn't loot from one of these corpses. It comes with a Class 12 heads-up display, complete with a mini-map. Now, come, friend. Let's get you inside.
curious, what does the Echo stand for? Yeah, so it's going to tell me that I have some things just because I have the Game of the Year edition of the game.
I can finally join the Resistance and Sanctuary, take vengeance against Jack for killing my product line, and repair my...
So yeah, I already have... I start with a grenade mod, a relic, and a couple guns. I think I'm just gonna, for the sake of things, the relic I'll leave on. Actually, no, we'll just toss it out. Oh, I can't drop it. Now can I drop it? No, I can't drop it. Yeah, so for that reason, we'll just leave it on. You know?
I'll explain
It's
everything
interesting.
soon, but know this. You're alive for a reason, and I am here to help you.
Yeah, so Borderlands 2,
Well done.
probably in my top 10 video games of all time, at least my personal list. I can't state that with 100% certainty because I'm not 100% sure what my top 10 list is. If you wanted me to make one, I probably
Just a
could.
little added security. Gotta keep those bully mongs at bay, or they'll rip your eyes out.
Yeah. So I figured I'd do... If you watch my Minecraft series, you'll know that I talk a little bit about... Well, you might not know that this yet, but I'll probably spend time on there talking about my time working at a gas station.
It's only because my programmers made just my default tone of voice. I'm actually quite depressed.
Here, I'll probably talk a little bit more about
like
like high school and maybe some college.
Knuckle dragger killed everyone I know. Anywho, I keep a pistol in the cabinet over there for emergencies. But in here,
Good to know.
we should
Might
be
need that
pretty
pistol.
safe.
So yeah, I'm not entirely sure if I just want to beat all of the stories in this, or oh god, I'm a professional, I promise. I don't know why my solitaire just opened on my phone, but it did.
The gun in the cabinet.
Yeah, I'm grabbing it.
Once upon a time, 4 Vault Hunters changed Pandora forever. But their time has passed. Thanks to Handsome Jack, Pandora needs a new hero. I know that hero is you.
Apart from the excruciating pain,
I'm gonna try not to interrupt cutscenes. I mean, obviously I was heavily interrupting that first cutscene, but I didn't want to just sit here for 7 minutes and have you guys watch a cutscene. I figured I'd give you some content to actually listen to. Yeah, so high school. I don't know if anybody watching this is actually in high school.
Great! Just let me get this
I think
and we'll hunt ourselves a bully mong.
I know everybody says this, but being in high school, like it for the most part, for most people,
Let me know if I'm gonna run into anything. Ah!
It
I'll
sucks.
just assume you didn't
I'll
see
be
that.
honest. I think there's a couple ways
Even though Knuckle Dragger
to
blindsided me, I
think
know my
about
way around this glacier.
that. Like,
I bet you will find my eye in frostbite.
obviously, like when you're in high school, you're like 15 to 18 years old, something like that. 14 to
Stick close to the
18.
robot. He will
depending
help
on
you
when
get
you were
off this
born.
glacier and into the city sanctuary. That is the only place you will
But
be safe.
you've only lived 14 to 18 years. So 4 years seems like such a large section of your life, when in reality it is such a small portion of what you're actually going to experience. Because I thought high school was like all my life had accumulated to so far, because it was. I'm still playing this like an ultra, like a hardcore playthrough where I don't want to take damage.
We'll get my eye back. We'll never get to sanctuary.
But so like for me, obviously there's that part of it. But that, as when you're younger, it's hard to wrap your head around that. Like 'cause I know everybody told me that, but it was such a hard thing to wrap my head around.
Jack's tearing Pandora apart to find the vault. They say Jack's filling
But
up
I
the
read
vault
a quote,
with
and
Get out of bed.
I want to share it with you. I don't know exactly who said it, so it's not going to be properly cited. I hope y'all don't mind. I will figure out who said it and probably cite it in the description. And by probably, I mean I will. But it's people aren't against you, they're just for themselves. And I think that shift in mindset where you realize, like, not everybody's out there to get me. They're just out there to be for themselves. Granted, that does not excuse any action like bullying or any sort of harassment in any way. But I think sometimes you can understand things better if you can see them from multiple different points of view.
Hey kiddo, Jack here, president of Hyperion. Let me explain how things work here. The Vault Hunters show up, Vault Hunter looks for the new Vault, Vault Hunter gets killed by me. You see the problem here? You're still alive. So if you could just do me a favor and off yourself, that'd be great. Thanks, Pumpkin.
Yeah. Sorry, Handsome Jack started talking, so I decided to let him talk.
Which means that whoever has the eye
is very close. Yeah, probably gonna hurt. But yeah, so I think the ability to see things from the other perspective, walk in the other guy's shoes. There's so many different analogies I could use. I think one of the ones that I'm pretty fond of is don't remove the splinter out of my eye when you have a 2x4 in yours. Kind of a deal where you can't like tell somebody else how to live their life. Make sure that you are living your life absolutely perfectly first. That's not exactly what the quote means, but it's a good way to interpret it. Oh God, Knuckle Dragger is kicking my butt. Sorry. There we go. Yeah, so seeing things from another person's point of view, it's heavily underrated in my opinion. Like everybody says it, but like nobody takes it seriously, which means probably nobody's gonna take this seriously. But I think it's helped me like reflect that and the whole mindset of I'm not worried about what other I'm worried about what certain people think of me. I know everybody says the only person whose opinion you should care about is your own. I don't know if I fully believe in that, because there are certain people who I admire and trust, and I use them to help keep me in check. Like, I feel like you can't just... I feel like you can't just assume that you are always making the right decision. I think you do need people to keep you in check, but I think you need to build a relationship and trust that person. And I don't know if you know this, but you can only... The average human can only fake it for 3 to 4 months. That's why most relationships, the 3 to 4 month mark is the mark. And that's friendships, dating, anything like that.
Of being an artificial intelligence, I'm networked into almost everything on this
yeah.
planet.
So...
It's a long way to Sanctuary. Please take whatever you need for the journey ahead.
I just got stuck on so many things. A shotgun, what do you know?
Let me know when you're ready to go meet with Sir Hammerlock, minion.
I completely lost my train of thought in the process of talking. Yeah, high school. It is, it's only 4 years of your life.
Keep your wits about you, minion.
So like, it's 4 years where you're developing and you're working on social skills, and especially for somebody like me who, more backstory on me, for somebody who was homeschooled originally, social skills, I did not have them developed early on. Because obviously when you're homeschooled, the only people you talk to is your family. Like either whichever one of your parents is teaching you, and if you have siblings, you talk to them. don't get me wrong, there was a lot of perks to it too, and I ended up making friends in the neighborhood back in a time and day when people still played outside.
Alright, boys, this is Captain Flint.
Which is something for me to say coming from somebody playing video games on the internet. But yeah, it was a struggle when I eventually started public school and had to build relationships, and I don't think I really got super comfortable at my school, which I started going to the school in 4th grade. I didn't get comfortable, I don't think. Like I had friends and stuff, so I was comfortable around them, but I didn't get comfortable around like everybody in the school until my senior year. And I thought it was the end of the world because I had finally fully adjusted to high school, and now I had to leave. And I wasn't ready for that. And now I'm at college, and I think in the long run I'm doing a lot better here at college than I ever was at high school. And that's not everybody's story, obviously. You ever looked at two people? I don't even twins. I know many. I shouldn't say I know many. I know a few people who are twins, and they're not the same person. That's not how that works. There's no two people that are exactly the same. And that again, I just realized how many cliches I've been speaking in, but I'm just speaking from my own life experiences, because that's all I can comprehend, if that makes sense. You can assume and question things based on... Thank you.
Apologies, but when Claptrap speaks, I feel my brain cells committing suicide one by one.
I agree. Sir Hammerlock.
A pleasure to meet you, Vault Hunter. I am Sir Hammerlock.
Hunter, scholar, and a gentleman.
At your service. I came out here to research the bully moles for my almanac, but Captain Flint's men trapped me on this glacier.
That's not what I wanted to do. There we go.
Many thanks for disposing of them, by the way. To survive a direct run-in with Handsome Jack and defeat Captain Flint's bandits, unheard of. I'm headed to Sanctuary myself. From what I hear, the Crimson Raiders there could use it. Now, could hand me the robot's eye, please?
Yeah, back to what I was saying. I will probably use some cliches, but I'm really only talking from my own life experiences and what I have known to be true in this period of time. Because while you can imagine, you cannot fully understand something you haven't experienced.
He's talking again.
At least, again, that's me speaking from my... Almost everything I say will be my opinion. If I use a fact, I will probably try and back it up with statistics. Being that I am a physics major, partially.
Might as well turn on the main power. This town's full of things that may be of use to a go-getting slayer of men like yourself.
So yeah, I'll be doing not like life advice, but kind of. I'll be doing stories, and there'll probably be something to go along with that story. I mean, yeah, and that's it for the first episode. Next time you see me, I'll probably be right back here. Oh, after I get rid of this fast travel notification. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a comment. Like. If you didn't like it, dislike it. I mean, I need feedback. I don't need it. I would like your feedback. And subscribe if you feel the need to. Talk to you all later. Bye.